Hello again, and welcome back. You're just in time to bask in the glory that is the Castlevania 3 soundtrack. Man, just listen to that, and if you can believe it, the Famicom version is even better. I plan on playing through that at some point, but not today, because no, today is Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. The much harder version, because for some reason, that's what I want to do, and man, this is a doozy. Wish me luck, because this is going to be difficult. During 15th century Europe, there lived a person named Dracula. He practiced sorcery in order to create a bad world filled with evil. He began taking over the continent of Europe, changing countries from good to bad. The good people of Europe tried to fight off Dracula, but no one was able to survive. Finally, the Belmont family was summoned to battle Dracula's vile forces. The Belmont family has a long history of fighting evil. There's a nice picture of the vampire killer, the famous Belmont family whip. The townspeople became afraid of the Belmont's superhuman power and asked them to leave the country. Fortunately, the people found a mighty Belmont called Trevor, and there he is, looking mighty indeed. So this game is actually a prequel. At the time of its release, it was the earliest point on the Castlevania timeline. I'm not sure where it stands today because there's been a lot of games since then, but that's the way it was back in 1989 when it came out in Japan. The curse of Dracula has begun. The fate of Europe lies with Trevor. Yes, it does. Let's begin. So I'm going to put in Trevor as a name, because that is Trevor Belmont's name. It's also my name. So it seems pretty appropriate to me. I love this opening cutscene here. The lightning strikes and Trevor Belmont flips his cape over his shoulder like he's telling you he's ready to go fight some monsters. So we've gone back to the basically the original format for Castlevania. All the changes that happened with Simon's Quest are now gone. So there's no more leveling up or buying stuff. The hearts are just used for ammunition for your sub-weapon. And you know, there's still some exploring to be done, but not nearly as much. And so I guess after mixed reception of Simon's Quest, they decided to go back to the other format, which I'm sure a lot of people are happy with. And I for one love Simon's Quest. I know I've said that before, but I love this game too. So it's a lot like the first game, but it's different in two major ways that make it very special. And one of the best games on the NES. If you go read an NES top 10 list, chances are you're going to see Castlevania 3 on there, and for good reason. It's a fantastic game. It's like a masterpiece of side-scrolling action. So the two major differences are we have branching pathways, and so that's what I was talking about when I was saying that there's some exploring to be done. At the end of certain stages, you'll come to a fork in the road where you can choose what path you want to take, and depending on which way you go, you'll actually end up in different stages. And so there's more than one way to get to Dracula's castle and beat the game. So that puts the game pretty high up on the replay scale, on the replay value scale. I mean, like whenever there's more than one way to get through a game, it's always more fun to play it again, if you know what I mean. The other major change that adds to that replay value is the addition of different playable characters. So depending on what route we take, we'll come across some different playable characters that we can take along with us to aid us in our quest to get to Dracula's castle. And there are three of them, not including Trevor Belmont himself. So I'll just explain those in just a second. But back here is the first pork chop. The pork chop makes a comeback. So all the Belmonts are powered by pork. If I've learned anything from playing Castlevania games. And as for pork chops, I think I found them all on the route that we're about to take, but I'm not entirely sure. But I'm going to point out every one that I know of anyway. And okay, we're coming up to the first boss here. So grab that knife. The knife makes it. The first boss is super easy, but grabbing the knife just makes it faster. Jump over the top. and jump over here. Start flinging knives at him. And then he'll come close and you can whip him. And make pretty darn quick work of him. Pretty easy guy. And then in classic Castlevania fashion, an orb falls down, we grab it, and we're on our merry way. So now the game tallies up our score. And I know nobody cares about that, going for the high score, but collecting points is good because once we get to 20,000 points, we'll get a 1-up, and then we'll get another 1-up at 70,000 points, I believe. So here's the first fork in the road. So see if when I go up the stairs a little bit, the pathway changes. So going up there, that's the clock tower, and at the top of the clock tower is Grant. But once you get Grant, you basically just have to come back down through the clock tower and continue on. So it's kind of a waste of time for a video like this, where I'm trying to show you the sort of easiest way, fastest way to beat this game. So I'm just gonna skip that altogether. And the stage is fun, like it's worth playing, and the boss battle is good and everything. And it's cool to see Grant, but it's kind of a waste of time for this playthrough. So Grant is the first playable character that we've skipped him altogether. But his special ability is to climb on walls, which can become super helpful in certain later stages. You can actually like climb up a wall and skip whole sections of a stage that are annoyingly difficult. One very annoying spot in particular in stage 9. But anyway, so we're not going to do that. The next playable character is Sypha, and her special ability is the ability to cast magic spells. And her magic spells do like serious damage to bosses, which make her by far the most useful character, in my opinion. The last character is Alucard, who is the son of Dracula, and his special ability is to turn into a bat, and he can fly around, and that becomes really useful in a lot of ways that you might imagine. Like you can save yourself from falling into a pit and things like that, as long as you have enough hearts to do it. But we're not gonna go his way either. We're gonna go the Sypha route and use Sypha to murder some tough bosses and get the ending that I prefer the most. So just like in Simon's Quest, there's more than one ending we can get. But anyway, so that's the plan. I always like this part here with the lake in the background and the lightning and everything. I think the game looks amazing. The graphics are incredible. So like I said before, it came out in 1989 in Japan. So not a terribly late NES game, but the graphics are amazing. So if we go down here, we'll go the Alucard route. If we go straight across, we go the Sypha route. So we'll just continue going straight. Throw a cross at that guy. Unfortunately, I grabbed the axe there. I usually like to keep the cross at that point. This part's kind of cool though. These like jellyfish enemies. This is the only spot on this route anyway where we come across these characters, and they explode into smaller enemies that spread out. So if you whip fast enough, you can just give them a good whipping and kill everything that's inside them before they get out of hand. I'm going to try and get down fast here so I can trap that guy underneath the platform there. Through the door we go. Kill this guy. I always kind of like that there were skeletons with whips. It's kind of cool. Just when you think Castlevania, you think whips. So some of the enemies should have whips too. Ooh. Those guys have to be somebody's worst nightmare. Just giant spiders that throw smaller spiders at you. It's gotta be somebody's idea of a worst possible scenario. Alright, so coming up to another boss here. This block right here that I'm standing on, it has a pork chop in it, but it's better if you just leave it there, because then you can use this block to stand up on, shoot him in the eye, or hit him in the eye with the whip, and then stand up on the other block out of his range. Nice sort of safe spot for you to stand where you can't be hit. Ooh. You gotta not be too impatient. Sometimes he turns back too fast if you don't give him a chance to walk away. But when he's coming towards you, you can usually get 2 hits in on him. Sort of a slow and steady way to get through, but that's the way I like it. Sometimes if you're fast enough, you can hit him on the way out as well. Grab the orb. And we're probably going to get a 1-up here. Pretty close. Yep. So there it goes. Got to 20,000. Got the 1-up. And we'll continue on. I really like this next part. The lightning strikes, and Sypha is freed from the statue. Thanks for helping me. I'm Sypha, the vampire hunter. I will follow you if you need my help. What will you do? Take him with you? Leave him behind? Notice how it says him? That's a typo. Sypha is most definitely a girl. And they give you this option here in case you have Grant with you and you want to take him along, or you want to go by yourself. But you can only take one character with you at a time, so they give you the choice in case you want to keep Grant with you, basically. I hope a magic spirit will give us the power. I hope so too. I love that quote from Sypha. Very vague. So if you like this game and you have Netflix and you haven't watched Castlevania on Netflix yet, you should really go do that. That series was based on this game, and it's got Trevor Belmont in it, it's got Sypha in it, and Alucard. No Grant yet, but maybe Grant will come up in the next season. But I thought it was awesome. Some people had mixed feelings on it because it didn't have any of the iconic Castlevania music. But maybe the next season will have some of the music in it. But either way, I'm super excited. And if you're at all a Castlevania fan, do yourself a favor and go watch it, because it is excellent. So grabbing that stopwatch there is kind of important. So right here, you can freeze this guy and get down the stairs without taking a hit. I love these guys though. Like, look at them. They're like sword-wielding skeletons with purple cloaks that are holding onto their own head. It's pretty funny. I was admiring him and he hit me in the foot with his sword. Jump across. Let this guy come closer to you. Another one of those guys will appear. Down we go. Another pork chop over here. I'll use my stopwatch just to get up the stairs. Sometimes that red bones guy there, he turns back at times when you're not expecting it and can get a hit on you when you're trying to go up the stairs there. It's always good to make sure to kill that skeleton before you jump across. And then this guy here, if you turn your back on him, he's like, oh, he's not looking, I'm gonna go get him. And he comes back towards you and gets into whipping range. Kill that guy again. And through another door. This part's pretty cool. I sort of like this part. Grabbing the knife there is advisable for the next boss. But yeah, these platforms that are falling are kind of, I don't know, I think it's kind of fun to jump across them. It seems like it might be an arduous task, given the jumping control in Castlevania, but not too bad at all. Alright, we're coming up to the boss here. This is Medusa. And here's my strategy. Get her to spawn and then come over here and start throwing knives at her. Duck the the snake arrow things. She shoots snakes out of her bow, which is pretty funny. And if she opens her eyes and looks at you, tries to turn you to stone, just jump up the platforms there like I did. She doesn't do it very often when you're far away. You can also just like brute force method, kind of run up and whip the daylights out of her till she dies, and she'll die long before you do. But that way it's just a little bit less less good. I don't know. It's always good to not take hits, I think. So back there I got a tile, and those tiles allow you to throw more than one item at a time, just like in the first game. So now I can throw two knives at once instead of only one. And if you took any hits on Medusa, there is a pork chop right there. Now here comes another skeleton. I always like to kill him with a knife because otherwise he tends to stab me. Alright, this area here is the first time that we have to deal with these rotating platform things. So here's my strategy. Walk up to the center, jump, jump again. Whoa. Let it come down, go up to the center, jump, jump again. And that's all there is to it. It's pretty easy, actually, with a little bit of practice. Now this part here, I truly don't like. I like to just run across, get away from these stupid birds. I was lucky that he stopped there. Those birds are insane. You never know what they're gonna do. They are totally random, and I truly hate them. It's so easy to be hit by one of those birds and fall down a hole. But anyway, down here we go. This part's kind of important. If you crouch here, you can kill this skeleton, then drop down, kill that skeleton, and then switch to Sypha, because we need to get a magic spell for Sypha. And there it is, the Holy Flame. And we'll use Sypha to take care of this boss here. So I believe the Holy Flame is the most powerful of the spells. But I'm not entirely sure, but you'll see what kind of damage they do to mummies anyway. Makes pretty quick work of those mummies, I'll tell you. So in the other coffin is another Cyclops. So when he comes out, he's likely going to charge at me, or not. Just jump over, hit him in the eye with the fire, and repeat. Pretty surefire way of getting hits on him. Oh, I missed. Try that again. There we go. You sort of gotta wait till you're coming on the way down of your jump. Oh, you sneaky devil. It's better when he charges. It's a lot easier. There we go, one more hit. Ugh, got him. And just like that, stage 4 is done. And that thing doesn't hurt you, by the way, so you don't have to worry about dodging that explosion after you've beaten the boss, thankfully. And now we take the boat across the bay and into the tower. Up the tower we go. So things start to get quite a bit more difficult here in stage 5. Let's switch back to Trevor Belmont. I wish these things didn't take 6 hits. Man, does that seem like enough? I think 6 is enough. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Come on, man. Pull it together. See, I didn't get quite close enough to that thing to hit it with my whip. But thankfully, I'm gonna get a longer whip before I have to try and kill that thing again. This will be a knife, I think. Yeah, this will be a whip. Yes. Let's go a little closer this time. Okay, I'm still not close enough. There we go. I hate those things. Not as much as the birds, but I still hate them. And not as much as these things here. These things are like the Medusa heads on drugs, on steroids. So they're like flying skeletal gargoyle things that that cross the screen in the similar like sine wave pattern to the Medusa heads, but as they cross the screen, the wave that they're on, the amplitude gets bigger, and they go faster, and they're just horrible in every way. Alright, here's the first night of the game. So remember in the first game how tough they were? They're almost as tough here. But in the first game they took 9 hits. Here they only take 8. Only, I say. I say that pretty loosely. But if you took a hit on them, no big deal, because there is a pork chop right there. Alright, now for this area, there's 2 of these little fuzzy things. So I like to jump down and stand on the last block, wait for the top one to go around the corner and then jump. Then go up, and up and wait again, and then wait again and jump across, and that way you don't get hit. Otherwise it's so easy to get hit by one of those. These knights here take 2 hits, but this part's pretty interesting. As soon as I go up top here, the stage is going to start to scroll upwards. And if you get caught at the bottom, you're dead. So you got to keep moving. And you can get caught up. See how I'm like caught up to the top here? You got to be patient, because otherwise you take a hit like I just did there. I wasn't patient enough. But there are certain points where you can get ahead of the game and get ahead of where knights spawn. So I'll show you what I mean coming up here. So if you get to these stairs here and start working your way up fast as you can and get across this way, then that one spawns over there and you don't have to deal with it. But here you gotta wait. Otherwise you'll take a hit from that guy there. And we're at the top, basically. We've gone up the tower. This part kind of sucks. Any part with these things suck, but just gotta do what we gotta do. Just don't jump, because landing on these things spin it over like what happened to me before at the beginning of the stage. And it's a pretty easy way to die. So I like to come down here. You can jump straight up, but if you come down here and go to the edge, he'll start going the other way. And you can kind of get him trapped here. That was close. I almost got hit twice by that stupid axe. But anyway, and this part truly sucks. So make sure you get away from the stairs so you can crouch. Kill that thing. And up we go. Oh, man alive. Got hit. That's what happens here. You get hit. This one I like to kill from the stairs. And now there's like a sweet spot here where you can get in between where you don't get hit by either. And then run up the stairs. Alright, now we have to not get hit by a bird, which is nearly impossible. And I died, so I have to get a spell for Sypha. And there's one right there. And now it's boss time. Time to kill Frankenstein's monster, and hopefully I don't take too many hits because I don't have that much health. But standing right here is usually pretty safe. Start hitting him as soon as possible, and when he stomps and then throws, just dodge. Ugh. Oh no! Dang it. Close, but no cigar. Try that again, shall we? Let that axe go by. I don't want to make that same mistake twice in a row. And up through these terrible stairs. Dodgy Magoo here. Oh, I missed. Usually I can get that one. Oh well. If you get hit, just power through. Use the invincibility and power through. Oh! Oh man. Run! Run, Trevor! Oh geez, he didn't come down. Oh, thank goodness. Again, switch back to Sypha. And beware the next bird. Get the magic spell. The holy flame. Let's try this again. I'm so disappointed I died first time. Say, is it not hurting him? Oh. One more. There we go. That's how it should have gone the first time. Oh well. On to stage 6. Hopefully I can get another 1-up before I get game over. I usually like to get into the castle before I get game over. That's my goal usually. Switch back to Trevor Belmont. Kill these henchmen. Not henchmen, but hunchbacks. There's gonna be a knight up here ready to throw a knife or an axe at you, so be ready for that. Now here comes another hunchback. So if you didn't already have a knife, there's a knife right there in that one. But since I already had a knife, it was just a heart. But it's pretty important to have a knife through here just to kill the first bird, because any bird you don't get hit by is a victory in my books. So now we get to deal with this stupid water. I truly hate this. The birds and the water and the mermen, it's all terrible. It's all a nightmare. And you'll be tempted to just run along jumping like this, but then sooner or later you're going to jump and land on a merman. Take a hit. So now it's important before we jump across that we don't we make sure one's not coming from behind us. Oh. That was close. That didn't go very well, but that's okay. Now it's time to find another knight. It's fun to kill a knight when you have holy water, though. Except I missed him. There we go. But it's important that you kill that guy before this hunchback appears, because trying to kill them both at once is a total nightmare. Alright, now down here I have a bit of a strategy. So just power down the stairs and you won't get hit by the bat. Now, see how that skull is shooting? Let him shoot twice. So he's on his second shot, then I jump. That way the bat spawns up above and not behind us down here while we're trying to kill this skull thing. Like that. Ooh. I'm gonna grab that, that's helpful. But anyway, trying to kill the bat while you're trying to kill the skull thing is a nightmare, for sure. So it's kind of mean, gave me a stopwatch, so I'm gonna use that right here so I can get down the stairs and kill the knight. Easier. Up we go. Use it again. Now if you didn't already have a stopwatch, there'd be one right here. And I like to use it again, because there's another knight coming up. And might as well use it while you can. Watch out for the bat. There's going to be a bat somewhere. There he is back there. Sometimes he spawns in front of you though. Okay. So. Kill the bird. Now we're going to cross the falling bridge. Jump and whip. Jump and whip. Those are like the only two predictable birds in the game. Oh, I used the stopwatch again by accident, but that's fine. Oh, Ruthless. Okay, so it's boss time again. I'm going to switch back to Sypha. She still has a spell. If we died and didn't have a spell, there'd be one right here. But now it's time to fight the double dragons. Wish me luck, because I hate these things. Okay, good, I got him. Oh, I missed. It's so hard to hit them. Oh! No! Didn't quite get out of the way in time. Alright, I have to do it this time. Or else it's game over. I do not want to go through that stage again. So now we have a bit more of a challenge with a shorter whip here. But we want to make sure we get enough hearts. Too. Because we need hearts to kill the boss. Dang it! Dang it! Alright. I'm sorry, I got game over. But we gotta continue on. So now... Get away from me. Dang it. Oh man. It's so much harder to kill this thing with a short whip. Grab the knife. Continue on. Through this terrible section. Nah. Die. Die, 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 merman. Man, I hate this. It's not even the worst section that's like this. Stage 9 is by far the worst. Yeah, run that guy. Make sure one's not coming from behind. That was better. Through the door we go. Alright, let's see if I can actually hit the knight with my holy water this time. There we go. Got him. Oh, jeez, that was close. Alright, same strategy, same strategy. Power down the stairs. Ignore the bat. Wait for him to shoot again. Jump. No stopwatch this time. Still have holy water though, which is fun to throw at that guy. And of course this knight too. That didn't go so well. That's okay though, I've got double holy water now, which is always fun. Although I'm gonna completely disregard it here in a moment. Okay, I gotta get through the door. Just gonna use my stopwatch. I need to get to the continue point here. Okay. Ignore that one. That's a knife there. I'm just going to ignore that. Got lots of hearts. I'm not too worried about my health because you pretty much have to kill this boss without getting hit. Because if you get hit, you go down the hole, so not too worried about it. Just have to get lucky with the way they pop up. I don't know what controls it, but sometimes they do this thing where they both pop up on either side of the middle platform and trap you there, and it really sucks. If you stand at the edge, they can't hit you off like that. Ugh. But you gotta be on your toes, man. Oh, it's too early. So you can't hit them when they're over there. From the middle platform anyway. That was mighty close. Yeah, so you can't hit them. It's pointless in trying. Even though I always do. Yes. Almost dead. Got one. Wish me luck. One more hit. Come on. Come in. Gotcha. Thank goodness. It's my least favorite. Least favorite boss, for sure. Ah, always good to get through stage 6. Might get another one up here. Another one up soon, I mean. Now we're in Castlevania, so there's 4 more stages to go. Just 4 little stages. What could be so hard about that? Said nobody ever. No, I think this is... I think, this here is holy water, maybe? Yes. Alright, so here you gotta do some fuzzy thing jumping while you wait for the platform to come back. You wanna go nice and early so you don't fall off the bottom there. Alright, so this stage is full of these double skull things. They're everywhere. And they're a major pain. But that's okay. We'll get through it. The holy water's nice for that. I like to throw holy water there to get that first hunchback out of my way. These guys suck though. You gotta stay on top of them. As soon as more than one falls, it's a nightmare for sure. Okay. So more of these skull things. I'm gonna let him shoot again. Oh jeez. There we go. Oh good, got a one up. Make sure you dump, or I mean, dump. Make sure you duck really quick, so you don't get hit back into that hole back there. More knights to play with. It's always fun trying to fight 2 at once. Oh man, I missed. Oh jeez, I missed again. Ugh. There we go. Die, you vile beast. There's a pork chop here, thankfully. Alright. Coming up to the most famous jump of the game. Everybody's favorite jump. Whoops. Walk up to the middle. So these ones here aren't too bad. These ones are just like before, basically. But this next one, this jump, this is as far as Trevor is capable of jumping. So in order to do it, what I like to do is get his back foot right on... Ugh! No! Not like that. You gotta get his back foot right on the edge. Right on the edge. It's a nightmare. Is he doing this with a short whip? Not my idea of a good time. Long whip? No? Ah, dang it. How about a whip? Come on, people, give me a whip. Thank you. mess around. Come on back. You're not gonna come back, are you? Good. Alright, let's have another go at that jump, shall we? Okay. I'm sad I screwed it up on the first go, but that's okay. You can see why it's so famous. Okay, here we go. Let's try that again. I'm not... Oh, terrifying. Oh, but we made it. Thank goodness. More birds. Get with me, bird. Oh, that was close. Oh, man. Okay, this part's kind of interesting. So we need to switch to Sypha here, because we need to get a magic spell. Quickly, get over top, get over top. Oh, that was close. Right there, that's the lightning spell. We need that. Because it's almost boss time, but I'll switch back. Back to Trevor Belmont. The music is so awesome. So like I said at the beginning, the Famicom soundtrack is even better because the Famicom has an extra sound channel. And Konami made this sound chip to use with this game. I think it's called the VRC6. I think. It's off the top of my head, I could be wrong. But anyway, it makes for this this amazing soundtrack. We'll play through that eventually. But anyway, now it's time to use the lightning spell to kill more mummies. See how it like seeks towards them? It is just awesome. Die, you mummy. Sometimes it's better to let their little projectiles go off screen so that they don't go towards that. Now it's going to go into the other coffin and free another Cyclops. So I'm going to use Trevor for the Cyclops because that way I can conserve hearts for the third and final boss here. Oh jeez, man. Cut me a break. Plus the lightning spell doesn't really seek towards his eye very well, you know? It just hits him and it might hit him in the eye, but he's only vulnerable in the eye. Alright, now back up here, switch back to Sypha. And you might be thinking, oh, more mummies and another Cyclops? It's kind of low effort, don't you think? But then you see what's behind door number 3 here. And holy cannoli, it's like Satan himself. But the lightning spell does a good job of murdering him. So he's gonna jump up really high, right there. And one time I killed him above the stage, and it glitched the game, and the orb never came out, and it was heartbreaking. So I just had to wait for the time to run out. But anyway, that's stage 7 under control. On to stage 8. Whew, getting close now, folks. Does this look familiar to you? Yes, it should. It's the first stage of Castlevania, the original, with the Vampire Killer track from the first game, which is just awesome. It's such a cool thing to include in the third game. And you know, the tune Vampire Killer has been in a lot of games, but I think the Castlevania 3 Famicom soundtrack is the best version for sure of Vampire Killer. Up we go. Stage 8 isn't too bad. It's stage 9 that really sucks. Little hidden heart there if you're interested in that. Grab an axe here and kill those guys up above. That's always fun to do. Now I believe that there is a pork chop here. Yes, there is. Run! Definitely not worth going over there for that candle. These blobs are just like the blobs from Simon's Quest. They're a little bit less ruthless than the Simon's Quest ones, but still pretty ruthless. Like to kill that one before getting too far ahead and having to deal with two at once again. Yeah, got him. Now, in a fitting turn of events, it's time to fight death, just like in the first game. So, if you didn't have a spell already, you can switch to Sypha and get the same lightning spell right here. But we're gonna switch back because we have to cross another falling bridge, and we need to stack hearts. Especially if you've died shortly before this area. So I like to get the first 5 candles. That's 3, 4, 5. Oh, I missed, but just keep running. Because we need to keep a good enough space between us and the falling blocks to kill this knight. No. Oh, jeez, that was close. I almost blew it. By accidentally throwing an axe. So let's switch back to Sypha. So, death in the first game is super hard. In the second game, super easy. Here he's somewhere in between because we have Sypha and her wonderful lightning spell. But you still have to focus on killing the sickles, or else you're gonna get hit a bunch of times. So just do your best. Fling the spell. It'll make pretty quick work of him. And now he has a second form. Can you believe that? One form isn't enough, apparently. And then when he goes up right there, jump and run underneath. Watch out for the sickle. Go away, spell. Hit him. Thank you. Almost there. Yeah, got him. Woohoo! I have managed to kill death in this game with using only Trevor, but man, is it ever hard. It is so hard. It's not even worth it. It's just so hard. Alright, on to stage 9, my absolute least favorite. Okay, let's begin. Okay. So this first section up here involves a lot of hunchbacks. So again, make sure you kill each one. You don't want to miss one, or else they start to pile up. And that's a surefire way to get in trouble. That'll be helpful, like a good stopwatch. The moment I miss one, I'm going to use the stopwatch. Ah, made it. Okay. So there's a section coming up with more birds. And it's a very difficult section to get through. And my usual strategy is to go up there and get this candle. I'll show you this one right here with the axe in it. But right now I have a stopwatch, which is arguably better. So I'm gonna forge ahead with the stopwatch. probably not make it, and if I don't, I will come back. I'll respawn there and show you the axe method. This is the worst part, for sure. This is what I call the stairs of doom. But I could use the stopwatch to alleviate some of the stress here. And I might just do that, like maybe like right here. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. Oh, except for that. Die, vile beast. Vile beast. So far so good. Oh man. For some reason couldn't get my stopwatch to work there. It's okay. Another knight to deal with. This one's kind of nice though, because you can just hang out here and take hits off his legs. Through the door. Stage 9 is long too. Man, is it ever long. Okay, so here's another auto-scrolling upwards section, this time with skeletons with swords instead of the knights, but again they take 2 hits. Again, if you get stuck at the bottom, you're dead. So we gotta make sure to keep on keeping on. Here, wait, because a fuzzy thing will appear. This place you can really use getting ahead of the game to your advantage here. Like here, if you get straight to the stairs, don't have to worry about that guy. Up we go even further. Don't have to worry about that guy. That fuzzy thing. So we get up to here. Run, run, run. Get to the stairs. Don't worry about that guy. Gotta kill this guy. Here, wait, because there's a fuzzy thing on this little 3-block platform. Across, and we're basically at the top. So we still have to deal with this bit. Ooh, that's a bit of a scary spot. So now over here is a pork chop, and that candle up there by that knight is completely worthless. Don't even bother. Now here's my least favorite part of the game, right here. More water, more birds, more freaking birds. And more mermen. So I'm just gonna try using the old stopwatch to get through. Oh, he came anyway. It's probably better to use the stopwatch to get the birds frozen in a place where you can kill them. Stopwatch. Good. Okay. Now, in this candle here is a boomerang. Sometimes that's very helpful if you have nothing else. But I'm going to keep the stopwatch. That's very important not to get hit here. Oh, that wasn't very good. Now we switch back to Sypha. Yeah, I'm going to switch back. So you can grab a spell there. Fire spell is more powerful. This area requires dodging skills. Because you don't want to jump there, all those platforms will just spin over. Now it's boss time. So this boss takes the form of whatever form you're taking. If you're Sypha, you have to fight Sypha. If you're Trevor Belmont, you gotta fight Trevor Belmont. So there's a bit of a trick that you can employ though. And then switch. As soon as you switch, they switch. And then you can get past them. Then I switch back, so I can do more damage with Sypha. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Otherwise, this is very difficult, because you get trapped. They chase you all around and stuff. Oh, no! And for some reason I can reach her, but she can't reach me here. Come on down. Come on. Come on down. Oh, jeez, I hate when they do this. Switch. I can't afford to get hit again. Run. Switch again. Oh god, I'm too scared. Okay, this should be okay. I should be able to get my last hit in. If I don't, I'm gonna be very upset. No! No! Oh, my spell didn't go off. Dang it! Now I have to go through here again. I hate it. Ruthless. So now you're gonna see how much the birds are terrible. I can't believe that. Oh, so close. Now I have even worse chance because I have less health. There's no pork chops to be had that I know of. If there actually was all this time and I just didn't know about it, I'd be pretty upset. Oh my goodness. Oh, just kill me. Good Lord, have mercy on me. I don't know why I switched. I switched because I'm an idiot. Okay. Come here, you bird. Come on down. Sometimes they just fly away. Thank goodness for the long whip. Kill this bird if I can help it. Getting hit once isn't so bad, I guess. Alright, now I'm gonna grab the boomerang. The cross, whatever you want to call it. See what I mean about the jumping? Switch quickly. I don't know if that bird's gonna come back or not. Please don't come back, bird. Good. Doesn't look like they're going to. Alright, I'd really like to do this time, so I don't have to get game over again. Oh, I don't like when they come from behind me. Just keep running though. Ooh, I got a 1-up. Got to 70,000. Alright, wish me luck, people. Alright. Oh, she got me. Oh no, she got me again. Oh, this is not going well. Oh, jeez. Why did I do that? Dang it. See what I mean about this freaking part? I hate it. Oh. I should have just got the axe. Should have known the stopwatch wasn't going to save me. Oh. Okay. Got him. Okay. Another chance at it. I just gotta not get hit by evil Sypha. No jumping, only dodging. Ooh. 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 Ah, dang it. It's terrible. Oh man. I have no confidence. Jeez. Louise, she came right up here. That was terrifying. Come on down. You gonna come down? Now what do I do? Okay. Sometimes they just hang out where they want to be. Oh. Switch, please. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. I should have known that was going to happen. Shouldn't do it while they're in the air like that. That might have been a mistake. Let's switch back. Wish me luck. One more hit. Yes! Oh, thank goodness. God. Stage 9. Cruel. Cruel mistress. Alright. So I'm going to start stage 10 off with a nice death. A nice death because I have no lives left. So, just bear with me while I throw Scythe off the edge of a cliff. Of course, more birds. Stage 10, you gotta put the hardest enemies in. Birds. Never mind all the crazy monsters, just birds. So here we have an auto-scrolling section. I like to just walk to the left here. Seems to be the easiest way for me to do that. The NES kind of chugs here a little bit. Ooh. I made a bit of a boo-boo back there, but that's okay. Now jumping this thing is kind of a pain too. It's pretty easy to screw that up. Yeah, I usually like to get the stopwatch for this part. Otherwise, it is fairly unfortunate. Oh man. Another bat. Any minute now. No? There he is. Alright, wish me luck. I don't think we're gonna get through this part with this little health and no stopwatch. Nope. That's alright though. Let's try that again. Down we go. So the mistake I made was not getting the stopwatch on my way down here. Just keep walking left. Don't worry about the Medusa heads. Whoa, that was weird. That's never happened to me before. You know what? I'm gonna get game over again. I'm sorry. But that's what I gotta do. Little game over action. That's okay. Never hurt anyone. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? Watch out for the birds. Got him. Alright. Dodging the birds was successful. Now we have this auto-scrolling section here. If you just hold left here, you'll eventually fall through and you don't have to worry about the Medusas. They won't hit you. So the Medusas are going to continue to spawn, but they spawn based on your height. So the higher up you are, the higher they spawn. So, and make sure to get that stopwatch. That's very important. So if you can stay up nice and high, you'll have an easier time dodging Medusas because they'll spawn up higher, and then you can drop down. Now onto the breakable blocks and onto the gear. This is pretty easy to screw up, but it's not too bad. Power down the stairs and avoid the bat. I usually like to let the bat spawn again and then pause time. Alright, now we need to do that again shortly, so grab the hearts. That's important. Alright. Through the door. And watch out for the spider. Now we want to keep the stopwatch at all costs. So right here, some holy water. We don't want that. So hit that, let it disappear. Watch out for the spider. Grab the pork chop that's hidden under there, and continue on. So now go all the way over to this wall, and get that upper skeleton to start moving the other way. That makes going up these stairs a lot easier. In that candle there is an axe, but we certainly don't want that. Now the reason we wanted to keep the stopwatch was for this area right here. We have to jump from pendulum to pendulum while avoiding bats. And so while there's one not on screen, I like to just pause time, make my jump, pause time again. Oh, we see that? Oh, mama, that was scary. See how hard that would be without that? If you don't have that, grab that holy water back there and throw holy water at them. That's the next best thing. But here we are at the highest room in Castlevania, ready to fight Dracula. So grab the magic spell and go back down because we need more hearts. So we'll head back down. Get these hearts here. Around 40 is enough, so 39 ought to do it. Now we don't want to be too close to him. Take 2 hits. Oh, dang it. And then move. It's best to kill him on this side of the screen anyway, because then you have more time to kill the second form as it crosses the screen. You should try and hit it up high while you can. Watch out for the puke. Come on. Yes. Okay, final form. Now the key here is to dodge the lasers. Focus on dodging lasers. Only take hits when you're sure you're not going to get hit by a laser. Ooh, that was a bit risky, but it paid off. Dodging, focus power. Ah! Oh, dang. No. Okay, I can't get hit anymore. Oh, that was very scary. Come on. Come on. Nope, not doing it. Yeah, eat it, Dracula. Woo! Alright, finally. Crushing it. At last, Dracula is dead. Castlevania 3 is defeated. Ah, hooray. Man, what a game. What a tough game. Jeez. Now, Trevor and Sypha get to watch the castle crumble. And we get to see Sypha let down her hair, and they embrace nicely. Excuse me, man. Trevor made many sacrifices. The long fight is over. Dracula is dead, and all other spirits are asleep. Sypha, the vampire killer, has had a bad life, but since she met Trevor, she is beginning to feel more comfortable with herself. Oh, that's nice. After this fight, the Belmont name shall be honored by all people. Oh man, I'm so happy that's over. Oh man. Whew. You wouldn't believe how many times I had to attempt that. I had a really good run too recorded, and for some reason OBS didn't record any audio, so I had to do it again. Jeez. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. What a fantastic game that was. Now we get to watch the credits. So there's the ice spell that we never used. Pretty cool looking. Vampire Hunter Sypha Valmendez, that's what it was. Couldn't think of her last name before. There's Grant, climbing on the wall. See how he's throwing a knife? He doesn't do that in the North American version. Acrobat, Grant Dynasty. In the Japanese version, he throws his knives, but in the North American version, he just stabs. Alucard, Adrian Tempest. Oh yeah, those owls, those are more NES birds. NES birds are the absolute worst. Produced by Konami Dracula 3 project team, and they did a fantastic job. And starring Trevor C. Belmont. Trevor, that's me. So once again, thank you so much for watching. And if you like what I'm doing here, please subscribe. That would be great. Leave a comment. That would be fantastic. Or check out the website. There's lots of cool stuff hanging out over there. And once again, thank you very much, and we'll catch you next time.